do it.
Okay, should we... Here.
Okay. That's going in, right?
Yeah, it is. Here.
Perfect.
Good morning. It's about 11:30 a.m. and we had kind of a bizarre start to our morning this morning. We were laying in bed in the tent at 8 a.m. and there was a man trespassing on our property. He was walking around out here. Don't know what he was doing, but we heard him yell hello twice.
Pretty loud. I mean, he was like trying to get someone's attention, but he was trying to probably figure out if there were people here.
Yeah.
There were.
We like got dressed really quick and unzipped the tent, which is like kind of a little scary kind of, because it's just like you can't see anything outside of the tent. I mean, the zipper's really loud, so we like unzip the tent, look around, and don't see anyone, and we thought the sound was coming from in front of the tent, which is like the creek, right? So I walked across the creek, didn't see anyone. Johnny's looking around behind the tent, we don't see anyone. And like it was very clearly a man's voice. It was very loud and it was very close.
Yeah.
And so like after a little while, like I walked out to the front to see if there was a car, and there weren't any cars, and I just happened to notice him walking out the gate. Like he wasn't trying to talk or anything. He just was like moseying around.
Yeah. So I hopped in the truck and drove out like to see if I could follow him, and he was like off of the main road by the time I got there, and like 100 yards out into a field. And like he turned around and looked at me. I like stopped the truck and was looking out at him, and then he just like kept walking.
So he's like on a neighboring property.
Yeah.
Like,
so we don't know if it's a neighbor. We don't know if it's some random person. It's weird that there was no car. I don't know. Very bizarre morning.
Didn't love it. But anyways, we are working on the outhouse today. So we have, we unscrewed the door, and we need to cut the door out of that piece of wood today. We need to install a chimney, and we need to cut out and install the toilet seat that we bought.
We'll cut a hole with a vent on one side, and then finish this front portion of the deck. It's a little unfortunate. So we're finishing the outhouse, and we're sort of realizing that we don't want it where it is.
We dug the hole for the pit toilet before we built the tent, and without even really having the tent in mind.
Yeah, maybe a little bit like a thought, but not like the exact location. So
it's a lot closer to the tent than we would like it. It's just like kind of unsightly. So we're gonna use it temporarily, but we definitely plan on filling this in and moving the structure.
Once we get the tractor with some pallet forks, we've built it in kind of a way where like we should be able to just scoop underneath it, pick the whole thing up, and move it to a different spot. So that's going to be what we're going to do down the road. But there's only 2 of us, and apparently, I looked this up online, apparently a 5-foot hole pit toilet outhouse would last a family of 6 for 5 years.
I actually looked up the same thing online, and I wasn't going to tell you, but yeah.
That's a long time. So there's 2 of us. So I think if we're only going to use it for a couple months before we get a tractor and move it, like it's not going to be a big deal.
Should be good. All right, so I'm going to...
Fun fact of the day.
I'm going to set up the tripod, and we'll get cutting and stuff.
Yeah, cut.
Okay, and break.
doing?
This line.
Oh, the outer line?
Yeah.
I thought you were doing the inner line.
This is I traced the inside of the toilet, but this will stick out.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That makes sense.
So I just did that much away.
Got Ta-da!
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we just did a little test cut with the router just to get the depth right and round it over. Now do the rest. They don't line up.
You don't?
Yeah, kind of do. That screw piece. Actually, that's gonna drive me nuts.
What is?
This square piece.
Did you say you're not going to see?
This will drive me nuts too.
Honey!
Consistency!
You're so dramatic! What's you doing under there?
Can you see it?
You can see it through the toilet seat. Yeah, but I'm still gonna have to put it in. There's that piece of wood that I had in here.
Piece of wood thing?
Yeah.
Really loud. Holy cow.
Gonna wait on that actually.
Yep.
Just drop it in.
Goes all the way down.
Wow! Look at that!
Take off that tape.
Huh?
Take off the tape.
The tape? Oh, this?
Yeah. Nice. There you go. That's a toilet.
Wow, it's a toilet. Neat. Yeah, so this ended up not mattering at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it still lifting off?
It's like way off, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
But the other ones were bigger, so yeah.
it's like, it touches here though.
Yeah.
Wow, honey. It's pretty nice.
Ooh. Not bad. Not bad.
Good job.
So this is what the fence looks like after I cleaned up some of the overgrowth. It's all down, and we just want to put it up so that it looks a little bit better and get rid of some of these old fence posts. So that's the project this morning. It's hot.
It's very unbearably hot. This whole weekend has been really hard.
Yeah, it's been 95 plus-ish every day for this weekend. With that, we still got a lot of projects done. It's also been a weird weekend. We had the guy show up on our property at like 8 in the morning and then just like dip out, which is, super weird. But we got the outhouse fully done, completed.
Which I don't have any video of, so let's go walk over there and show it. So first of all, can we talk about the little moon? Oh, you can't step on it, huh?
No.
So John just finished slapping a quick coat of stain on here. We didn't sand it or anything, but it's like a oil stain and sealant. So I did that real quick. But ta-da!
It's a toilet. Yeah, we got some shelves. We got the vent installed through the roof and sealed. We had to buy a toilet seat. That's kind of what we were waiting on, so we got that installed, and it is ready to be used. It's functional.
And check out the door handle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've said it every time we talk about it, but it'll move. We don't like where it is. But.
I am standing right in front of the outhouse right now, and this is the view. So, like, way too close to the tent.
So we said it before, we dug the hole before we built the tent, and then when we built the structure we were like, oh. So I don't know, whenever we get a tractor we will pick the whole thing up and move it.
Which should be pretty soon. Yeah.
I think so.
So the most recent project that we just finished.
So we finally got around to staining the deck and sealing it. It's just like an oil-based stain. Still a little wet, but we're gonna leave it and see how it comes out.
So we did those two projects, and then there's one more thing that we got done. Neither of us slept very well tonight, so we woke up this morning and we repaired
the gate. Well, the fence around the gate.
The part of our fence that was completely downed just to the side. Just to the side of the gate. I'm short and it's hard to keep you in frame. We gotta get a
selfie stick.
Selfie stick. We fixed the part of the fence that's just touching the front gate that was completely down. So we'll go take a look at that.
Yeah. Okay. All of the old fencing was like down on the ground and in the dirt. You can kind of see the pile of, these are all the old fence posts over here. And obviously they were like super rotted at the bottom, and you could just pull them up out of the ground or just kick them over. So we went kind of the easy route and rebuilt this with hog paneling and just a couple T-posts. It's not like crazy strong, but it looks a heck of a lot better. It'll work for now until we do something else with it.
I think Johnny's not as proud of it as I am, but I really like the way it looks. I think with some like climbing roses and like, I don't know, morning glories and vining stuff growing up, it'll look really nice. And we want to put some trees in here for shade and maybe some cactuses or other hostile plants out here to deter trespassers.
Yeah, an aggressive garden.
Yeah, and all of this was, all of these materials were given to us by our neighbor, so.
Yeah, actually, which was really nice.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't the last of it. We still have like plenty more fencing that is in need of repair.
Yeah.
But this feels a lot better, and it was such an eyesore. And I think it was a lot easier than we anticipated it being, really. It was, what was so hard about this is that it was in full sun, and we did it in the middle of the day.
It was so hot, yeah. I mean, we were just, it was too hot to be out here doing that.
Yeah, so we're thinking next projects that we do, we'll probably bring a pop-up canopy with us and work in the shade as much as we can.
The gate was also given to us by the neighbor, and it swings. So that's a novelty. This one doesn't. But yeah, it's a big improvement, and we'll replace this one with a newer, you know, metal gate like this, so it doesn't lean and fall over. But for now, this is good enough.
Yeah, so that's what we were up to.
We also, I mean, we just like weed whacked the whole road.
Oh yeah, and it looks amazing. We were kind of thinking that, like, after there was a guy on our property, we were like, let's. I think that the road was really overgrown, and it made it look a little more abandoned than it is.
Yeah.
So that looks very nice.
All right, let's do it. Let's get. Oh, bye.
Bye.